What does it mean to rethink unhelpful thoughts, and how do you do it? For me at least, and for a lot of the people I know, virtual work means spending tons of time alone with just your email and your own mental chatter to keep you company. Our thoughts can be pretty thought-provoking, but also when they're not as helpful or when they're not as kind to us, they can also really impact our moods and in some cases our behaviors. So how do you do it? The first thing I like to do is to learn what some common unhelpful thinking styles are. And the question I ask myself is my brain being a big bully right now to me, or is it like my BFF? And I want my brain to be my friend. And so there are a few common thinking styles that we might default to on days when we're tired or hungry or just having a rough day that it's good to just notice. So you might think after a presentation or after a meeting, you might have the thought, nobody at work likes me. They always exclude me from these meetings. But you could reframe that thought in a more helpful way, which might be something like, well, I know that team tries to cap the meetings to people who are directly involved in the project. And I wasn't directly involved in the project, so I'm bummed to not be there, but maybe I could ask for the meeting notes or something along those lines. So you can see that it goes from a common type of maybe more extreme thinking to a little bit more balanced when you reframe it. So that's step one. So for example, a thinking style that you might default to is overgeneralizing, and that means seeing a single example as the norm or taking a single example as the global example. So just learning a little bit of like, what are some common thinking styles? And one of the nice side effects of learning about it is that you might realize, oh, I'm not alone in the way that my brain works. All of our brains sort of work like this. So a step two might be to track your thoughts for a little bit. Thoughts come and go all day long, often under the radar of conscious awareness. But simply noticing what you're thinking about can help you understand yourself and also get a handle on your thoughts at work. And so we have a thought tracker that we recommend that you can use. And all you do is you just write down the situation. Who were you with? What were you doing? Like, what was happening? And then your thought, what was going through your mind in that moment. So if you were thinking, oh, I'm horrible at presentations, the feeling might be sad, or you might feel embarrassed or something along those lines. And then finally, you can track the impact. Like, how did you act and what happened next when in that situation, when you had that thought and that feeling, and what behavior came up for you? You can do this for a day, you can do it for 3 minutes, you can do it for a week, whatever works and fits into your life, and it can be useful in whatever dose you decide to do it in.